So I got a feeling that that whole ex parte thing is not over yet. Child Please says she does seem like she ruled by law. Chad's Focus said, did you notice that he called Love and Hilton attorney and a judge honorable? Low key, that's a shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Reign Supreme. Glanville is chief judge, so this is a chance to do damage control. Reign Monday got Love tight. They are reading actual transcripts. Melnick is going to cook Love. Facts. K-Way said, fact. He said, if he got to sit down, he will. Reign said, I can't wait. Anonymous Jeff said, Woody can destroy this case depending on testimony going forward. Let's be clear here. Woody has already destroyed this case. This case is done. It's a wrap already. And it's crazy because, right, like I told y'all before, the reason nobody was convicted before in the killing of Donovan Thomas is because Woody lied and the state found out he lied and they could not use his testimony before, right? They know, Fulton County District Attorney's Office already know who Kenneth Copeland is, and they already know he's a liar that can mess cases up. They still decided to bring this case forward with Kenneth Copeland as their main witness and hinge their entire case on Kenneth Copeland, so much so they went and got a forced immunity against him, and it destroyed their entire case. They could have went forward without Kenneth Copeland. The case would have been super weak, but they could have went forward without Kenneth Copeland and had a better chance at convicting than they do right now. The case is already destroyed. It's a wrap on this case. It's just all of us, we just waiting on when are they going to finally call it a mistrial or go straight to the direct verdict. Woody has already destroyed this case. Reign Supreme, that's why Still says he wants the judge was removed. K-Way said if the judge reads all the motions in the transcript together, it should all make sense for her. Should all make all make sense for her to give the defense a mistrial with prejudice. Yeah. Blue Sky said dag. Black Butterfly said reg. Still also said the immunity does not apply to this case. Woody can be prosecuted in this case based on his testimony, so they lied to Woody. They did lie to Woody. The judge also lied to Woody. And the new judge agreed with Still and said, yeah, I don't know why they said they couldn't prosecute him. They definitely could prosecute him based on stuff he says in this courtroom. Blue Sky said they're not ready. Is it Zandara? Can anyone tell me what evidence they have other than people talking to the police? They don't have any evidence. That's why they waited all these years and then put it as a RICO case so they could say it was a conspiracy. Actually, because these guys were planning to do this stuff because we don't really have evidence of it. And they have their other evidence is people taking plea deals in previous cases. Reigns said exactly, that's why Love is pacing. The judge said all evidence must be in. K-Way said one thing Harvey did I like is he put the judge on notice to dismiss the case if the evidence prove what they are alleging. Tyrese says it's now crystal clear that Glanville was the reason behind the delay in the case. Yep, Esquire, if there's another ex parte meeting, I bet there was some ex parte emails, texts, calls. Yep. Tyrese, the judge didn't just say okay. She said we're going to know soon. Okay. Nessie, exactly, Kilo. Love is nervous regarding other meetings ex parte. I believe there's something they don't want to admit to, but may come out anyway. It's for sure going to come out eventually. Somebody's going to confess or snitch on them. K-Way, if we put together that Hilton was talking to Woody without his lawyer the week before he took the stand, I don't care how the judge want to see that. If she reads the transcript, it's in context. Woody was one of the most dangerous people here in Georgia. Yeah, cuz was cold. He was cold. Child Please said Woody gonna take the 5th again, his daughter's birthday, and his birthday has passed. Brain Supreme said Monday, I got popcorn. Tyrese, do you know if they provide a motion for immunity? When you say provide, you mean like was we able to read it? I'm pretty sure. Did we read? I think that came out. I think that immunity order came out, if I'm not mistaken. I think it did. What did I say? Nia Solel. Sorry, I can't read some of these names. Y'all, the DA, Dan Uhelski, not working with them anymore. Oh, he's not working with them anymore? No, they met in the parking lot. All right, y'all. So if y'all don't mind, we're going to go ahead and move forward and read this. And I'm not going to read all of it. They forced immunity on. Anonymous Jeff said, I agree with you totally. However, today they spent most of the day agreeing with what can be allowed in testimony with Woody when the jury returns. Yeah, when I say that the case is destroyed, I don't mean that it means they're about to do a mistrial. I mean there's no way they get a conviction at all. Whether it goes to a jury and a jury goes to the back and deliberates they can deliberate for 20 days. I don't care how long it take. They won't be getting a conviction. My name is, pronounce it Soleil. Okay. Nia Soleil. Fire. Fire. Okay. Now let's pull up Max Shard's. Let's pull up Max Shard's motion that he put in like Friday afternoon, like while court was still going on. They're not playing no games. He put the motion in while court was still active. Let's see. Reign Supreme says the judge is just crossing her T's and dotting her I's. Yep. Let's go ahead and look at okay, which way could I go? Okay, let's go this way. Love tells, I'm reading, now I'm back to Nia Soleil. Love tells a lot of half-truths. She has given my bald-head West Indian dad a run for his money. That's silly. Love is a liar, nothing halfway about her. K-Way said, I ain't gonna lie, I thought Shard was blowing the case today because some of the stuff she's letting in, he won with Glanville, but that boy bounced back strong. Nia said, I believe half-truths are much more dangerous than lies. Half-truths are more dangerous than lies. That's how Kenneth Copeland has been able to stay out of prison so much. Because he gives them a sprinkle of truth in there, and the stuff he's lying about is killing them because they just start believing everything. A half-truth is even more dangerous than a lie. A lie you can detect at some stage, but a half-truth is sure to mislead you for long. K-Way says Shard got in a key piece that Glanville didn't let in when Woody told the detectives that Nut passed away because of people his brother robbed. Yep. Reign Supreme, this is why I say it was all Love and Glanville. No other prosecutor can articulate the case but Love. Woody was surrounded by a judge, the state, and in custody. They intimidated with Woody. Yep. Nia said Love tells a lot of half-truths, and that's why you have to do so much work to figure her out. Unfortunately, Glanville wasn't as thorough. He didn't dig into the case law like the new judge does. Esquire said he was interrupting Shard during the Gaither cross-examination too. Facts. And it was for the same reason too. Supposedly, he was saying that Shard was trying to insult her intelligence. K-Way, same way with Gaither, yep. Nia said Love ran that courtroom. Anonymous Jeff said any attempt to tie Nut being killed in connection with YSL at best can only be speculation. And the worst part about it being speculation is because the only person saying it is Woody and the state. And Woody's like, they locked Woody up, or they grabbed Woody up because somebody shot at him, and they interrogated him on January 28th, right after the shooting happened. And he put it on the people that Shell Kell supposedly robbed. He said, yeah, I heard that they robbed somebody and they came back and killed Nut in retaliation. So the sick part about it is the state is trying to make it seem like Woody is only telling the truth in one of these interviews, but the other interviews he's lying about. So it really don't even make no sense. Rain said, I see your point. K-Way, Love had to be letting Glanville rub that, but the way she was running him, I think it's crazy. Let's see. K-Way said, Love to Glanville that he needed to do homework to make Woody testify. Oh, Love told Glanville. Yeah. When you read June 7th, June 10th make perfect sense. Yeah, K-Way, yep. Exactly. K-Way said Supreme June 7th, she told him that Rain said, I've been watching this case from day one. I can't believe Jeffrey has been on since 23-1 for 20 plus months. Yeah. Anonymous Jeff, it's crazy these guys can't get a bond. Reign Supreme, the hug from Attorney Bumpers was the first physical contact he had since May 2022. You think so? Nia Soleil said, yeah, it is unfortunate that he is under 23-1 for this ish show. It was nice to see him smiling today. Rain said, here's not the, I don't know. Jeff said, this case is about Fonnie trying to make a name for herself. Nia said, Bumpus also made it known that she hugged Jeff and Yak before she was called to even represent Copeland. Okay. Rain said, no bond because she plans on releasing him after the finishes the state off. That's what it seemed like to me. No bond is BS. I think they actually benefit from no bond. As crazy as that sounds, they benefit from not being free. If they get free and anything happens to anybody, it destroys their defense. They have to. It's sad to say, but the fact that Fulton County District Attorney's Office was putting so much violence on them, I'm telling y'all, if I'm talking about anything, if anything happens while they're free people, they have no defending it. So it don't even matter if stuff was happening before they got released. They can't, like, they need this case to be finished off before they get back out. The type of case they have, they need to beat the case completely before they get back to the streets. It's sad to say, you want people to be free, but they have to stay in there for this case to work in their favor. K-Way said, one thing the judge has been doing is dropping some little nuggets for the defense to argue some of their emotions. I think this judge like details. Yeah, she has been saying what she would argue if she was the defense and stuff like that, for sure. But she has done it a couple times for the state, too. Like, I already know what the state is going to argue because this is what I would argue. Reign Supreme, I appreciate Attorney Bumpus. We wouldn't know the state was pulling any of this if she didn't notify Melnick. No, she didn't notify Melnick. She told Steele directly. Remember, she said that Brian Steele found out about the ex parte meeting from somebody that's not a lawyer. She said somebody that's not a lawyer explained it to Brian Steele, and she explained legally what happened in that meeting. And that's why she was standing outside with a couple of attorneys for an hour during lunch that day. Remember they talked about that? Bumpus already admitted to that she explained what happened. But she said Brian Steele already knew about the meeting, but she said it wasn't a lawyer that told him. She said she could tell it wasn't a lawyer that told him. So, yeah. Anonymous Jeff, murders, get bond, reign supreme, it is BS. GA must have messed up laws. No, GA has beyond messed up laws. Like, #1 state for probation, too. And they do that because they want to make sure they get you back in the system. Rain said, I'm really disappointed in the defense at this point. Calm down, take a breath, a win, and win your case. They better huddle up. Nia said, actually, it is Glanville deputy who was the whistleblower. I was blaming it on somebody like that, too. I was thinking it was like a deputy or like one of the police officers that accompanied Copeland into the room. That's what I was feeling like. Reign Supreme, I'm definitely grateful for the cameras. Jeff said this case need to be dismissed. K-Way, what happened? Case need to be dismissed. K-Way, I think still might you, okay. Let me see. Read the part about the motion that led to the granting of immunity to Copeland. If ever possible, it sure isn't possible now. They can never get a fair trial if fair trial exists anymore. Rain said they need to argue their case. Yes, it needs to be dismissed, but you have to make argument for the record and the new judge's knowledge. That's facts. K-Way said, Reign Supreme, they talking to each other. I'm going to let y'all talk to each other. Nia said the judge was the head of appeals unit at Fulton County DA's office. She didn't work with the appeals court. Let's see. Don't like the Golding motion. Just don't think it's the correct argument. I do believe that the trial is broken beyond repair and a mistrial with prejudice is warranted, but I don't think it will be granted. Eight Baboon said that. Nia Soleil said the other lawyers don't have to present any argument due to the Harvey rule. K-Way said, okay. Hippie said there's no evidence. Ape said this new judge ain't letting all the state BS slide. Facts. Hippie Easter Monday, I will start with a lovely latte and toast. Shout out to retirement, man. Hippie Easter is retired, so she get to relax with a latte, toast, all that. She worked for the state for many years. Reign Supreme, exactly. That's why. What does that say? No bonding, it's too late. F bond, free them all. Okay. Facts. I stayed 2 hours from Atlanta. If you want a sense, you can understand why Kayla knows them outside this. When a judge said, "I got you on tape," so we're saying back to one of the, so we are back to one of the officers. Reg, Kayla went live and said Deputy Brown was the mole. Oh, Kayla already told who the mole was. If you go back, I was one of the few people defending Bumpus. I was saying I don't think it was Bumpus that initially told Brian Steele. And then Bumpus came out and said whoever told Brian Steele wasn't a lawyer. I just filled in the blanks for him from a legal perspective. So if she already said it was Deputy Brown, I wondered, so is Deputy Brown fired or what? What did they do? They were in the room, so I'm thinking they told Steele. Let me see. Deputy Brown snitched on Kayla Wednesday, so she threw him under the bus that night and told on him. Oh, they was having a tell-off. So they was having a snitch-off, huh? Telling on each other back and forth. You know what's crazy about situations like that? In those type of, in those instances, y'all don't have to tell on each other. Neither one of y'all have any way of getting caught. And Brian Steele wasn't gonna tell. Brian Steele was willing to go to jail to not tell on you. So you don't have to tell on anybody else. So the fact that you would tell on somebody is kind of crazy. But now, when you think about it, now the fact that you have deputies telling defense lawyers things that's happening in judges' chambers, money talks.